When having a conversation about the basketball greats in Belize, names like Milton Palacio, Clinton Polo Lightburn, Keith Acosta, and many others come up. Darwin Puppy Leslie is no exception.
Puppy came from Queen Square with our next famous guy, Urson Pickard. So we had the performing arts. Every time I never performing arts, they used to call it. We just used to go to Bliss and act. My act was I was a puppy. I had a puppy costume, so I had to get in a puppy costume for my role. And Urson Pickard had a turkey costume. So Urson Pickard being I would say the clown that he is, when the performing arts done, we carry it back to Queen Square, and then he started to tease me about the puppy.
That name would remain with him throughout his entire life, even as he performed at the highest level on the basketball court. Leslie was born in 1981 in Belize City. He started playing basketball in his early teens on a blacktop basketball court at the then Princess Royal Youth Hostel on Dolphin Street.
Being on that basketball court was, to me, it was everything. And then I had my little brother with me as well, Jacob Leslie. So it was always me and him getting whipping for being at hostel without basketball shoes. And if anybody know hostel, those times on the basketball court, it was raw tar. So we was out there midday, and that tar would be popping, pop, 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 like the actual street. And we were out there barefoot playing.
A quick search of Darwin Leslie's name on the internet won't produce much information about his significant accomplishments as a basketball player. That search may yield some statistics on his 6 years playing in the National Elite Basketball Tournament, during which he won back-to-back championships with the San Pedro Tiger Sharks, garnered the Finals MVP award, and was declared the big dog of the league. But his collection of trophies and awards speaks for itself. He dominated in under 14 and under 17 tournaments. He also dominated in the senior tournament with the Christian Ambassadors, where he was awarded regular season and finals MVP. From there, he moved up to compete in Belize's semi-pro league.
I had the best time in basketball. Why? Because I had a chance to play against all the old greats. So it was like flipping over the card to Darwin and their younger guys. But I played against Bovell, I played against Shaba. Keith Acosta was named Superman. Could you imagine that? A man playing basketball named Superman? So he's flying over the court. So I always bring up Keith because he was my main guy that I was looking at, my aspiration, that I was like, yes, he's the guy that I want to eventually be like, and eventually see if I can compete against him to even overtake him.
Puppy Leslie's younger brother, Jacob Leslie, is another prominent figure in Belizean basketball. Jacob Leslie recalls his brother's first year in the semi-pro league, specifically one match against Keith Superman Acosta. Jacob was studying in the U.S. at the time.
There was a game that he was playing. He was going to play Keith Acosta, and I came back to Belize because I wanted to see that game. And I went to him. I went to him before the game, and I said, "You're the best player in the country." I said, "They are saying he's the best player in the country, but you are. And tonight you're going to show them that you are the best player in the country." And I remember one particular play where Keith Acosta was guarding him at the top of the key, and I was just so excited because I said, "This is the moment." And he pulled a move on Keith and dunked the ball, and I'm like, that's so etched in my memory that from that day I'm saying, "You are it." Like, they have to pass the mantle to you. And I think in the game he scored like 35 points or something. I think he still lost. But I think he put the basketball world on notice that I am here.
At the height of his career, Puppy Leslie was very popular among young aspiring basketball players. In 2007, he began mentoring those very youths in the Belize Bulldogs basketball program that was started with current Belize City Mayor Bernard Wagner.
I realized that playing semi-pro, traveling to all the 6 districts, hey, a lot of kids, they say Puppy. Yeah. Well, a lot of kids, they take picture of me after game. Well, a lot of kids, they wait until I come out of the shower with their parents. I'm like, what? So I started teaching what I know along with Roscoe Reese, and Rupert Brown. And that was a very good combination, and we did that program for 10 years, every Saturday, with funding from Belize Bank.
But behind the spotlight of being the best of the best at basketball in Belize was a young man who grew up in an impoverished community. His father and mother were the bedrock of the family. They made sure that discipline was instilled in the home and that each of their 6 children sought God.
My father was very strict in budgeting and finances and making sure his priority was in order. My mother was the spiritual leader of the family. So my mother made sure we go to church, we go to Sunday school, we go to youth services. And that fundamentally molded us as men. So it's natural for him to be in a position and want to give back, want to make difference, want to make impact, because that's what Christianity teaches you, right? Christianity.
We used to take our chamber pot, and I'm being as real as we can be. Yeah, it should be under the bed in the morning time. Yeah, we put it in a bigger bucket, and after a couple of days, we go to the canal. So that was really tough. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking about it now, that was really tough. I remember having the bathroom, the one-man bathrooms, them over the canal. We used to use them, then they used to write at Queen Square.
Darwin Puppy Leslie officially retired in 2019 from the National Elite Basketball League. He's an unsung hero, with no stadiums named after him, no national awards presented, no substantial, tangible recognition, despite his many contributions to raising the level of basketball played in Belize and mentorship. And if you ask him, Puppy will tell you that God always has a plan.
When I think about my life, Paul, you know, I think about there came a certain time where I didn't have no control over my life. Even right now, like God is taking full control over my life. And I'm fine with it, you know. I just keep on track where he wants me to go. But I know for sure that you know, I was someone that was sent here to give service to humanity. I know that as a fact, and I can say that with confidence.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.